You're not alone.
It's a new thing, having to put on your glasses. Okay. And being, 20-something.
You're a child.
That's right, I used to do that as a child. I think it was the section on the web and scholarly research. We were talking earlier about finding different types of information and about students understanding that the web and Wikipedia and Googling themselves. I heard Google diarrhea over here, so I thought that doing the Google diarrhea thing, it's not it. So some of these exercises could, like some of them they say this is a 50-minute kind of thing. I'm kind of like, cut some of this down. We don't have 50 minutes to talk about this, but maybe it could be an external assignment. They could be done for extra credit or different things like this. And then there is a section on page 98 that may be more useful to psychology and nursing, and that's other tools for research, and they're talking about statistical tools and visual literacy and statistical tools. And so I will give you guys your other copy. So as you are going through this afternoon, that is a resource that you can use. Now, Monica is going to show you some of the CSU Fresno resources that are available. If you'd like, if your computers are booted up, you can follow along.
I'm going to bring you to our instruction outreach services page so you can see what we do to what we provide to support information literacy. And then I'm also going to bring you to Blackboard. So from our library's homepage, I'm just going to go here to About Us, Contact Us, Departments and Services, and then Instruction Outreach Services. What I would do is write down this web address so you don't have to click 4 times to get to the information. If you go to this web address, you'll come to our information literacy webpage, and right here is our department. So Phone Card's doing the filming, me, Bang, and the rest of our students, and we're here to help you. The way this is set up is we have a feed here of new things happening in the library. Over here under information literacy, we have the definition and all the services that we provide. I want to recommend that you guys click on this. I'm not going to do this, but this is a fabulous resource. It's pretty much, I'm a visual person, and when you bring that up, it'll tell you all of the resources, like all the wikis related to information literacy, all the blogs. So it's like a really wonderful meta resource for information literacy. So I highly recommend that. And then we have some further resources here. So just some background things for you. Under the resources for teaching, we have tools that we have created for our students. And the first one I want to talk about is the assignment research calculator that Jane and I created. And we get many hits on this and really high evaluations on this. Have any of you assigned this to your students or know about this? I'm going to demo it for you. Basically, it is a time management tool and basically tells students how to do research. So what you can have students do is put their starting date and when the assignment is due, let's say 12/1, for example, and calculate the schedule. So now, rather than just having steps, they have to complete these different steps of research by a certain date. And what students can do is get this emailed to them. So they can put in the title of their assignment and their email address. So each time that this is due, for example, understanding your assignment, this will get sent to their email, and this whole information on what, how to understand your assignment will be sent to them. You can also link out to each of these in your syllabus. So if you want to explain to students like how to choose a topic, which goes on extensively because our students have a really hard time doing that, you can do do that. So we have these all done separately so you can link to any of these and embed them in your syllabus if you would like. So you don't have to use it as a calculator, you can use it as the separate steps too. Any questions on this? I'm not going to show you the 7 secrets of success here, but Ben created this tour, and it's in 7 chunks. So if your students need to take a tour of the library and they can't do the physical tour, they can do an online tour. And we have the 7 secrets and all of these tutorials in Blackboard. These are the web version, but the ones in Blackboard, once they're done, like a receipt gets printed, so it's a proof that they took it. So they can either send you the PDF by email or print it out and turn it in. So you can assign these all to your students. Basically, these are choosing how to choose a topic, how to find the books and articles, citing plagiarism, and then the 7 secrets of success. So by doing all 5 of those, you give your students a really good overview. Jan?
2 questions.
First.
Do they log in as a student once they when they pick?
They have to log into Blackboard and self-enroll. Yes.
Okay.
Let me. I'll show you.
My other question, real quick though: searching, finding, and evaluating books. Is that just covering like how to figure out if you should use the book, or does it cover how to pick information out of the book?
It's more information about the library and how to search the catalog, and then find the book and
Before
evaluate
you actually have the
information.
book in hand.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the question I get more often: is how do I pick out the information from the book, and how do I find the book? So.
Okay, that's it for we can maybe add that to our
Yeah.
we did. We're evaluating our tutorials this semester. Pardon me, Ben.
I just want to also point out that this year we're very lucky and fortunate to have Tilton here, that they're able to put on the certificate the date, the time, and the student's name, so that they just can't, one person take that tutorial and print it out and give it to the rest of the class and say, hey people, here's the extra credit. Their names are on it, so that way they can't just give it out. They have to take the tutorial themselves.
Before I get into Blackboard, another thing I wanted to mention is if you, for example, I heard people talking about using some of these databases. Anytime that there are instructions, we have them right here. So for example, we have a trainer for Web of Science, we video recorded him. So you can embed these into your syllabus too, or put them in your Blackboard. And then like some of the videos that you saw today, we have them here arranged by subject. So a lot on what is information literacy, some on plagiarism, Web 2.0, primary resources. And since our students are really visual and used to watching media, I think adding that information in is a good way to teach. So these are ones that we think are good. You can, if you want to, you can follow us on Facebook or on Twitter. Keep up with the changes that we're doing. Remind me to go back to Blackboard. We offer workshops every semester. So this is a list of what we have. And we put this on our Facebook page too. So for example, you can see we're doing Delicious, Art Store, James doing researching in the health sciences. So they change every semester. We sort of try to keep it fresh, see what students and faculty are interested in. We have the ESILI page from last year. So you can go look and see the reports people did, that we videotaped all of the groups and their reports. And then now we have ESILI 2, which is you guys. So after today, we'll render the video and put it up. We'll put up your groups. And then once we do the video and start getting your documents, it'll all be up. So you'll have your place to come. And then this will also be double linked to the ESILI webpage. I want to mention that we have a gaming room, and this has been very popular. So you might want to come here because gaming is very related to information literacy. The skills that students learn by gaming is really related to becoming information literate. So we have a gaming room, and students cannot game unless they take our 4 information literacy tutorials. So we make them take them, we check the grade book to be sure they have, and then they can game. We offer 2 gaming nights a semester on the dead Thursday.
What kind of games are
They are right here. Halo 3, Super Mario Brothers, Smash, and then we have the Wii's.
So what's the purpose of allowing them these games?
Purpose is for relaxation, to have them come into our area, and then for them.
This is like an incentive?
Yeah, yeah. So far, it's pretty much used every hour that we're open. So it's been good.
So it's an actual room? It's not just something that you learn at
It's a room that we have here in our area. So let me just pop into Blackboard really quick to show you where those part of the tutorials are that I was talking about. So the students would need to log in. And then over here under hotspots, we've got two things going on right now. The library tutorials and HNL IQ. This has been really popular. It's our orientation online gaming. It's going on for 6 weeks, and we have games and information about the library. So students are doing it each week, and then the top winner gets an iPad. The next person gets the flip phone, and I forget the
Flip camera.
Okay.
Yeah, and sharper.
So it's been real interesting. They've been really competitive, but what they say is they're making a video about the library from what they've learned from the previous 4 weeks. So we'll get some publicity from them. But based on what we're learning this semester, we're going to roll this out much bigger fall 2011. So you might think of assigning this to your students, for your undergrad beginning students. As far as the library tutorials, just click here. And we've got all of our requirements and so forth and so on. And what they need to do is click on tutorials. And then here we have them all. And I'm not going to bring them up. Basically, they all have pre and post tests now. They last around 10 minutes. And then when the students are done, they get that certificate time and date stamped with their name on it that they can either, send to you or approve. So these are all ADA compliant. They are closed captioned, so we're good to go as far as any of those ADA issues. So for this department, we try to make everything ADA compliant. So if you have time, check them out, see if you think they would be appropriate for your students. Any questions? One other thing I wanted to show you is another thing that the libraries create are research guides. And I'm just going to show you one that I've made. So I've created a guide, and so the art and design students can access this 24/7. So I've done something, I've got RSS feeds on some popular art sites pushing out information. I've got how they can contact me. I have a survey on if they think this is helpful or not. And then across library services, information cycle, writing about art because that's very different than other disciplines. How to research books and theses, articles, reference sources, images, which is different, once again, that's discipline specific. Websites, citations, and then a student gallery so students can give you their work if they want to publicize it. So this is something that if you are interested in something like this, you might want to work with your librarian to incorporate this into your course guide. So basically it's like an online, like old-time Pathfinder guide. Questions? I'll go back into Steph's PowerPoint. Because the Utah Library State Lib Guide, I can link into this. No. That was something she wanted you all to look at because they have some really good stuff there.